hope that works. Good song. You want to know what the song is? Well, does it matter? All right. I'll tell you what this place is, and then I'll tell you what the song is. This is where I come when I'm not necessarily seeking God or answers. It's where I come to lose myself, because it's when I hear God most. I don't know. Take a gem. Any gem, of any value, it doesn't matter. We're not concerned with the rock itself. We're concerned with the facets. Put around 7.5 billion facets on that gem, and you'll have an idea of where I'm going with this. Because you're one of those facets, and so am I. But the gem, not necessarily the earth, not necessarily humanity either. It's more the human condition. Some facets are side by side. Some facets are off, and some facets are way on the other side of this gem. And that's the human condition. And each one of the facets is one of us. Some of the facets are close enough to recognize one another. That's cool. But it's the ability to see through the gem to the other side and see the facets that you can't touch, that aren't abutted with us. That's a hell of a trick. But the real trick is realizing that it's not so much that we're the facet on the gem, but that we are the gem. The molecules that go to make us all up, the atoms that go to make up, the rock, the branch, they're the same atoms inside of me. They're the same molecules. They're arranged slightly differently, but they're the same material. More or less, we are made in God's image. We are the universe made manifest, trying to figure itself out. Just because we don't know where we're going doesn't mean we're not invited to go along on the ride. The true problem is accepting the gem itself. How can I, as a Christian, step into a church, utter a canned prayer for Jesus to come into my life and be my personal Lord and Savior, and then assume that once saved, always saved is how it really is? There's a difference between being aware of the gem and understanding that you are the gem. There's a difference between being a Christian and being Christ's disciple. There are facets that are abutted to mine, that aren't aware of the totality of the statement that I just made. And I'd kind of like to put this out there. There are facets completely on the other side of the gem that may be Islamists, may be Jews, may be Zionists, may be atheists, may be Krishnas. Oh God, who knows what they are. But they're a part of the same gem. And I don't know how to accept you any better than you know how to accept me. But I do accept that you're made of the same stuff I am. And I understand that you are as confused and mystified and seeking answers as deeply as I am. And we all think we have them. Darn shame that we don't, but we're beginning to understand that we don't, and I think that has some significance to it. I don't think Jesus stood at the massive crowds that he fed with the fish and the loaves and said, come on up, come to me and touch me and invite me into your life and everything's going to be okay. I think the message of the cross is different. I think there's a difference between being a Christian and a disciple of Christ. I don't think there's much difference between you and me, though. Cool thing is that I'm okay with that. I have character flaws and defects, just like you. I receive blessings and gifts, just like you do. There is a problem with all of it. But I know this. Problems don't come into our lives empty-handed. They come with gifts. And I think the reason that we invite so many problems into our lives is because we need the gifts. Apparently I myself need an awful lot of gifts lately. But I'm okay with accepting that. I have my problems. I have my flaws. I have my defects. I have my disabilities. I have my abilities. Just like you. I'm unique, just like everyone else. Every time I find an answer, I end up asking myself the same question. What does it all mean? And I haven't got an answer. I guess not knowing is a gift as well, because if I knew, I wouldn't seek. And if I didn't seek, I wouldn't learn all these different things. And every time I learn something, I realize that the things that I knew yesterday aren't the same as the things I'm knowing today. The person that I was before isn't the same person that I am now. And the person that I am tomorrow, that's a complete mystery. But I'm here.